Hey everybody, it is Dr. Block here, and I thought I would give you all a Minemator tutorial. I've been learning how to use Minemator over the past couple years, and there's a few things that if I had known when I first started using it, it would have saved me hours, dozens of hours probably of time. So I thought I'd share that with you. The thing I want to talk about today is how do you make the default characters, such as this desert villager or this wandering trader, how do you make them have arms? So you can, move the arms around, bend them. Okay, well, hi, how you doing? Pose them, however you want. You can put a sword in their hand, whatever. Honestly, it's pretty easy, but it took me a while to figure it out, so I thought I would share that with you. So let's move all of these guys out of the way. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Let's move. Okay, I can't select them all at the same time. Let me just move this guy out of the way. Alright, there we go. And we'll move this guy a little closer so we can see what's going on. Okay, so you're thinking, how do I make the arms move? Well, you select the arms. You can make them move a little bit, but not the way you probably want them to work. So what you got to do first of all is get rid of the arms. So you select the arms and then you take the scale down to 0. So they're technically still there, but they've vanished. Alright, now where do we get arms? This is actually surprisingly easy. So first what we got to do is go over to, not that, to this. This is Nova Skin. And what we're going to do is look for a skin for a desert villager and hope there is one. Otherwise, we're going to have to make one ourselves. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of them. So this guy looks promising here. So what you want to do is look at the arms. We can put it in a pose. We can look at the arms. They look pretty good. They look looks like they have the same pattern as an actual desert villager. So you would download the skin, click the save button, and then it'll give you a download option. So you want to download that file. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again. Then you go back to Minemator. Okay. Now we need to use add arms. We're going to have to add human arms because the skin we got is a Steve or Alex shaped skin. So we go over to this cube, click it, and then this arm here, see what it says, create a single body part from a mob or special block. Click on that. So we go to human. We're going to add a right arm. And if we just hit create, we're going to add an arm that looks like the default Steve character. And we wanted to use that desert villager arm. So I go to my browse and there it is, desert villager. Oh, I already opened it when I was testing it. Create. Alright, where's that arm? Where'd it go? Gonna have to look down here. Right arm of Steve. Okay. And it looks like it's over here for some reason. Yeah, okay. So now, you can move it up and put it against the villager and it looks great, but the problem there is if now you want to reposition the villager, what? The arm doesn't go with him, and that's stupid. So what we have to do is select the arm, go over to here to the parent function, and sorry, there's so much stuff in here. looks like this is the desert villager. So we want to parent the arm to the body. All right. Okay, it disappeared again, of course. Let's see where to go. Right arm of Steve. Okay, there it is. All right. This is the thing about Minemator. I don't know if there's a way to get things to show up in less random ways, but anyway, as you can see though, once it's parented to the body, see how it lines up nicely with it? So all you have to do is connect it how you want. So I'll try to put it right up to the neck level, and then I move it over. And I like to check and see if there's a gap. Looks like it's nice. Okay, so now we have the right arm. Next, we have to do the left arm. So we're going to do the left arm of Steve. We're going to do the desert villager again. And then we're going to find it down here, left arm of Steve. We're going to parent it to the villager's body again. Oh, look, it's right inside of his body this time. That's nice. Okay. These look about the same height now. Oop. All right, let's see if there's any gap. Oh, slight gap. So we're gonna move it over a bit. Oop, that looks good. All right, now we've got a villager with arms, and because they're parented, they go with him. And then you can do whatever you want with the arms. All right, and this parenting technique you can use with other things. If you want to put a sword in his hand, you're going to parent it either to his right hand or his left hand, and then you arrange the sword till it's in the right position, and then it will move with him as well. And you can use this parenting thing with things like this. This is an axolotl queen from one of my Surfer Villager books, and what I did here is I started with a pink axolotl body, and then I took away the tail and added a tail from a different colored axolotl, and then I took away the head and added a different colored head and different colored whatever these are, gills, hairs, I don't know, and parent it every time. So then you can move the creature as one and yet still move the tail by itself. Alright, so that's my tutorial about how to add arms onto creatures. And look at how amazing it looks. Now we can move the sun. Just amazing. We'll do a story mode clouds so we can kind of feel that vibe. Look at that, amazing. And he says, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. So I hope that tutorial was helpful to those of you who didn't know about the parenting function in my Minemator, which is probably the most helpful thing for doing scenes and characters. If you have any questions about different things you can do in Minemator, please leave them in the comments. I don't know much about actual animating with Minemator, but I do know quite a bit about posing and doing scenes and things like that. So feel free to ask questions about that aspect of the program. And there's one more thing, I meant to mention it earlier, so I hope this little section of the video doesn't feel clunky since I had to add it on at the end. But you're probably thinking, well, that's cool and all, but do I have to do that every single time I want to use a desert villager with arms? And the answer, thankfully, is no. So what you want to do is select the entire item. You can see there's a white outline around the whole thing. Like if you just had the arm selected, this won't work. You want to make sure everything is selected, and then you go up to, actually you go down here to this little disk icon, and then you hit save, and it will save it as an object file. So whenever you want to add it back in later, you would go up here where it says important asset, object, keyframe, whatever, and we'll do Winston and a baby Slimy, and it imports it in. And for those of you who know, you know. There he is. He actually, I had him holding the baby slime before I imported him. Everything works. So you can save an object with a sword, so you never have to reposition a sword. You can save it with armor on, etc., etc. So that's the key. Make sure you save your creation as an object. And that is the end of this video. Again, be sure to leave any questions in the comments. Thanks.